National Cricket Stadium as we are proceeding onwards to match number 4 of Sylhet Strikers versus Rangpur Riders of the Does Bangla Bank BPL T20 powered by Rocket, whose sponsor 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Toss will be very important. Let's see how it does progresses Rangpur. Last time they preferred to win the toss and have a bat first. Yeah, Ariful Haq and Nurul Hasan Chauhan were in the middle for the toss, and this is how the two sides look like. HD Ackerman alongside, pretty evenly balanced sides.
Well, the one thing in the favour of the Rangpur Riders is they've played one and they have a victory under their belt. Plenty of power at the top. The Englishman Alex Hale, Stephen Taylor from the United States. Iftikhar Ahmed's already got some runs and well led by Nurul Hasan.
To add extra bit of energy to the game. And the Rangpur Riders yet again have won the toss, and Nurul Hasan Chauhan, the captain, has elected to bat first.
Well, that doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. I know that keeps a little bit on the low side, aids the spinners, but we certainly saw in the game earlier today, bounce and carry for the seam bowlers. Right, the men in pink, they're on their way.
So are the openers in blue. Alex Hales, Stephen Taylor. A powerful opening couple. Very promising opening pair for the Rangpur Riders. Can be very, very destructive, both of them. Hoping to get off to a blistering start.
And starts was the catchphrase really for the Rangpur Riders. Number of their batters getting in, getting to 40. Look, 40's a good score in T20 cricket, don't get me wrong, but I think that's what Mickey Arthur was referring to in his post-match press conference, in the hope that someone would go on and get maybe a 70 or an 80, which would propel them to an even bigger score than what they did get. But they've got plenty of confidence. They've got players that have got in and showed form. They've got a well-balanced unit. They've won the toss. They're batting first. The pressure's not really on them. When you've got a win under your belt early on, it does ease the pressure. Stephen Taylor, the man from the United States, the career strike rate of 126 at the top of the order is good. And anyone who gets to 3 figures in this format of the game can play. He's got there a few times.
Over 12,000 runs. This format, 82 50s, 6 centuries, and yeah, that strike rate does stand out, 145. I think that would be a huge positive for Rangpur Riders to take away into 340s in the middle order. Quick cameo by Nurul Hasan later on. But if one of these two fire, can single-handedly make the game their own. Have that capability for sure. It's going to be Tanzim Hassan Saqib first up with the new ball for the Sylhet Strikers. Just a 4 for 7 coming around the wicket to Taylor. The square drive is on. Off the mark are the double R's with Taylor's boundary.
Oh, what a way. What a way to get things underway. Pace on. So Taylor doesn't have to look for power. He just has to find placement.
Nicely placed. Clip in position. Corrects the length between 2 feet of Stephen Taylor. Brings up a smile on his face also.
Did well there eventually because he didn't know where the ball was, and it's so easy that you could step back and maybe just heel it back onto the stumps. Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere here. I know it is. Oh, and then it's, I'm safe. So easy to just, while looking for that, kick it back onto your stumps.
Go anywhere. One leg kept a tad bit low.
Tanzim looking to come around the wicket, try and cramp the left-hander for room. When right armers come over the wicket to the left-handers and they don't swing it back in, they provide width for the left-hander to just free his arms. But in order for it to go to slip, he needs it to just straighten.
Yeah, we'll slide it down, but for that, fine legs inside the circle. He's also bowling with a deep square leg and a deep third.
Just the 2 allowed outside that 30-yard circle inside the first 6 overs. The power play. And the leg side is always a tricky one for the captains and the bowler. And that, does he have the square leg out or does he have the fine leg out? Tanzim has opted for the square leg, so he can't afford to just drift down that leg side.
Much better in terms of line. A bit of bounce on this occasion as well. It's on the rise as it hit the back foot of Taylor.
That was the perfect length and the perfect line. If you're shorter than that, Taylor might rock back and pull you. If you're fuller, he can drive you. But the beauty of this is there's no width at all. That is going straight over the top of middle and off stump.
He is a hit the deck bowler. Deviation of the surface was also noticed. Slip has gone off now. Short mid-wicket. Thirds hence come a bit finer. 3 men inside the circle on the offside. Much fuller. Defended by Taylor. Just the boundary in the first over. Rangpur Riders 4 without loss. Sinwari. We also have Alamin Hussain and 𝗲𝗏𝗧, along with Nihadu Zaman, the left-arm spinner. But it's going to be Alamin, will be bowling from the far end. 72 wickets in 75 matches, 2 4-fers, 5'36" is best. He too gets a slip. Bit of a swing was visible, but this is nicely timed by Hales. He too gets off the mark with a boundary.
This is a high-quality player, Alex Hales. And this is not a bad delivery at all first up from Alamin. There's some shape in, but just beautifully balanced. He lets the ball come to him and laces that through extra cover. That is as good an extra cover drive as you're going to see.
Off the pads is it, goes down the leg, will be 4 more. Yes, leg by signaled.
A little bit of swing back in, which looks as though it's his stock delivery. I mean, you've got to be so accurate. You start it too straight and it just drifts down that leg side, and those are freebies.
Just coming inwards, played it along with that movement.
And with that movement, maybe a slip. Maybe a slip will come into play here. With the swing taking the ball away from the left-handed Taylor.
There it is. Field is outside the circle for Alamin. He has a square leg. There's the movement. Played it on the rise and took the bottom hand off. Did Taylor.
And nice to see Paul Stirling back on the cricket field after a very bad injury. Shot. Smashed through cover for 4.
He is a powerful fellow, Stephen Taylor. Enjoys playing his strokes, certainly. Sheer timing. Faster they come, quicker they go. It was aerial this time, away from the field at point. And that too will run away. Make it the 4th boundary in this Al Ameen over. 17 runs off it, 21 without loss. Very fruitful over as far as the Rangpur Riders are concerned. The previous one, 17 off it.
Now, as soon as there's a little bit of width, Taylor's just going to let his hands go. There's no fear of getting out. And with the shape that Al Ameen gets, Taylor will be feasting on that sort of delivery.
𝗬𝗏𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃 in action, left arm spinner. 3 bowlers already used.
So I was just telling you a little bit about Paul Stirling, and that he's back on the cricket field after a number of months on the sideline. He got a very nasty blow during the Abu Dhabi T10, and he ruptured a testicle. And the terrible story, the terrible thing about that was just before the Abu Dhabi T10, he got married.
Ouch.
Missed the Nepal T20, but he is fit as a fiddle and raring to go again, is our Paul. So great that he's back on the cricket field.
Such a nice fella. Looks aside, can be serious, very serious. Not to be taken lightly. Oh, that delivery cut him into half. It's a good take behind the stumps by Zakir Ali.
Different ball game here while 𝗃𝗧's got ball in hand, because he is a serious bowler. He can swing it both ways. He's tall, he gets bounce. I mean, that's a beauty. That just nips back off the seam.
Just over the middle north. Oh, and then he shapes it away from the left-hander.
This is when the quality of a batter comes through, because you're dealing with a real high-class international here in 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃. So you can't just stand there and let your hands go and think, well, it's T20 cricket. You're going to have to work hard here.
Takes a few steps forward, but again past the outside edge, appeal from behind the stumps. Asif Yaqub not interested.
Zakir Ali just shakes his head. He's not interested in them going upstairs, so I don't think they are. 𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃 was encouraged, but he might just have nipped the inside edge on his pad. Another beauty though, isn't it? He just glances his pad, doesn't he? Yeah, Zakir Ali knew.
Somehow dealt with that. Just a single in this 𝗃𝗧𝗃𝗃 over. Good one for the Sylhet strikers. 22 without loss, Rangpur Riders. A fair start for the double R's. At 7.3 and over. Will be a change of ends for Tanzim Saqib. Is that a slower bouncer? I think he fell in his follow through. And everyone would hope that he hasn't hurt himself in the process.
Sure, what quite happens here? I mean, I know that he stumbles, but on the other end, Alex Hales nearly helps this into the gloves of Zakir Ali. That so easily could have gone through to Zakir Ali.
comes charging down the wicket. Skied that one. Fielder underneath. Ariful takes the catch. They get the first breakthrough. And Alex Hales, 𝗀𝗂𝗓𝗓 Saqib with the wicket.
Hales is furious. He's absolutely furious, but it's the brand of cricket that Alex Hales plays. This is what he does. Some days it comes off, on others it doesn't. Today, it's not his day. It hits high up on the bat, and credit to 𝗀𝗂𝗓, who hits the wicket hard. And that's a simple catch. And it's a dangerous man that's gone for the Rangpur Riders. Hales goes for 6. It's 22 for 1.
What a bit of a start. Mentioned the previous delivery, HD, where Alex Hales could have just helped the ball onto Shakir Ali, the keeper's gloves. But he got away. Next delivery, he chooses to come down the track.
There's many that would see that stroke and say, well, that's not very responsible and we're a bit old school, but that's the way Hales plays. That's how he's made a career. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that he was furious. And I say that because I think this surface really does suit a player like Alex Hales. I think that this pitch here in Mirpur has played really well over the last couple of days. It's come on to the bat. And so a number of your overseas players that come from the likes of Australia, or we'll see some South Africans at some stage, and England and New Zealand, they prefer playing on these types of pitches than the slow ones that turn a little bit.
Taking the catch was 46 meters, but yeah, I completely get what you're saying with Alex Hales, because he's made a living out of this, playing the same brand of cricket. This is why you take him, you want him in a franchise tournament. Made 12,000 plus runs, and he was just 2 more runs away, becoming the 4th batter to complete 13,000 runs in T20 cricket. Not today. Oh, it's a gem of a delivery from 𝗀𝗂𝗓.
He's not an over-the-top fast bowler, is he? But he still manages to get a little bit of bounce with that whippy action. It's a goodie. You know, the thing about Hales, when you're assembling your squad and you see a man like Alex Hales in the sort of the auction, if you can call it that, you know that he's capable of winning you 3 games by himself, 2 games maybe. But he's also going to have days like today. You got to wear that. Right, end of the 4th, 22 for 1.
Strikers will be ticking off. Hales for today is back in the hut already. But Saif is in good touch. Taylor was looking good till 𝗬𝗏 𝗏𝗡𝗧 came on. Another change of ends, this time for Al-Amin. Shuffling his bowlers around and looking for the single. They decide to go for it. Saif Hassan called for it.
They bat a fair way down, don't they, with Saifuddin coming in. Was he coming in at number 8? 7 or 8? Just for all our viewers, the Mahedi that you see on the score sheet is Shak Mahedi, not Mahedi Hassan Miraj. We've already seen him today, but not in this game.
Does take his time. Initially, the Saif Hassan scored 40 of 33 in the previous match. Could be a good combo.
But there's nothing wrong with that, 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗏. I mean, if you remember the previous game, the earlier game today, we saw 𝗂𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗏, the Australian, who had 6 of 10. You know, there was some that were thinking, oh, he's got to get a move on. He ended up with 70 or 40.
Straight as an arrow. Gets the first boundary. Up and running is Saif.
Just a little too full. Only a smidgen, but that's all that Saif needed. Going the distance here, isn't he? Al-Amin.
He was expecting that fielder there. What a catch! Ronnie Talukdar has taken a blinder. The whole team, along with Al-Amin, is running towards him.
Al-Amin needed a change of luck, a change of fortune, and it comes courtesy of a wonderful bit of fielding in the deep by Talukdar. This has just helped on its way. He hasn't tried to hit it hard at all, safe. Straight out the middle of the bat. There was lots for Talukdar to do, and he held on to a corker. Well, he got 40 in the previous game. He gets just 4 today, does Saif Hassan. The Riders spot a bother early on, 27 for 2.
Mentioned how Al-Amin needed a bit of fortune. The fielder was placed for that. Thought he got it enough. He timed it. Fielder was placed really, really well. And what a catch. Moving to his left, Ronnie Talukdar. Oh, inside edge. Well fielded by Tanzim Hassan Saqib. Throw at the bowler's end. No one there. Scampers to get off the mark, does Iftikhar Ahmed.
He had lots to do. Deep square leg running away to his left, and the ball was hit powerfully, so when he took the catch, it almost knocked him off his feet. Yeah, he enjoyed that. Not as much as him, though.
Oh, yes. He's got another one. Has Al-Amin doing the same over. This time, the other opener, Taylor.
Isn't it amazing? You're getting smashed around the park. You really are. You're not bowling particularly well. And then a fielder does you a favour and takes a beauty on the boundary. It lifts your spirits, and you hit a good length, you hit a perfect line, and you find the outside edge. And all of a sudden, Al-Amin has 2. He has 2 for 18 in 2. And Rangpur, well, they've lost 3, and the power play's not even done. It's another big fish gone. Stephen Taylor for 12, 28 for 3.
What an over from Al-Amin Hussain. Picking up a couple of wickets in the previous over and denting the hopes of Rongpur Riders. Now they've lost 3 inside the 5 overs. Iftikhar Ahmed is the new batter. Have a look at that strike rate. If he gets going, then watch out. They need a partnership here. 2 new batters. Khushdil Shah is the new batter. Both among the runs in their first match. But these 3 wickets will certainly hurt Rongpur Riders. It's a good start for Sylhet strikers. This is their first match, and they're making an impact with the ball. Oh, they've been very good in the field. They've taken some very nice catches. That looked like that it was going to the boundary. Good evening, Maha.
Good evening, Arthur. We have everything in the first 5 overs. Wickets, runs, some good playing. Now it's up to the 2 overseas pros of the double R's, Khushdil and Iftikhar, who put up a dismissal. This was the last one. Nicely bowled, back of the length, going across the left hand. That's what Al-Amin Hussain loves to do. In the air, oh, close. Lucky Iftikhar.
You need a little bit of luck here. Niyazuzzahman in the attack, the left-arm orthodox. Pushes that one, and he's off the back foot and is nearly hit it. Yeah, that should have been taken. I don't know why he went for one hand, because it was pretty close to the body, Maha. That is a chance. That is a genuine chance. Rongpur Riders would have been in more trouble.
I don't know why he dived. He had kept his shape and just hold on to it. He would have very impressive economy rate, under 7. Closer look again. Now, if he had stayed in his feet, he could have easily taken it. Want to be acrobatic? and in the end missed it. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 was among the runs in the last game as well as 𝗃𝗃𝗃. It's up to them now to lay a foundation. Remember, Rangpur Riders won the toss and batted first. So the responsibility will remain on these two overseas pros to get them a decent score.
I'm just thinking about that catch, that drop catch a little while earlier in this over. I mean, you speak about the dive, but what about getting two hands to the ball? That's straight back to the bowler. There would have been 4 down. Another look. Straight forward, isn't it? And look how close that is, the ball to the body.
Bowling near. Very good, very good.
We will rue the fact, time will only tell. After 6, it's 31 for 3. And at number 6 is Nurul Hassan, who played a cameo. Mahdi Hassan at 7 and Mohammad Saifuddin. They have the batting depth. Look at that strike at 122, 126 and 113. But they need a partnership. Iftikhar Ahmed and Khushdil Shah in the middle. Iftikhar made 49 in the first match. Yeah, power play done and dusted. And Khushdil Shah also 46 of just 23 deliveries, 46 not out. He's having a good time with the ball. Al-Amin Hussain, 2 for 18 in his third over. And they just need to be a little bit more watchful as a batter.
I reckon Al-Amin Hussain will enjoy bowling more to the left-hander, with the ball going across the left-hander. Power play highlights. First ball, Stephen Taylor through the cover point area. Alex Sales as well through extra cover. Some powerful strokes, and then Alex Sales going down the track, trying to go over long off. Easily taken by the captain of Sylhet Strikers. Most importantly for Sylhet Strikers, they've been taking wickets and keeping the run rate in check. This was a good catch by 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Caught behind, bowling to the left hand, going across. Some seam movement for Al-Amin Hussain. Getting the big fish, Stephen Taylor.
In the last 30 deliveries, 19 for 3. Pulled away. Oh, again. This time it's Paul Stirling. It was hit very, very hard, but it went straight on to him, in and out. They've taken some good catches, but they're dropping a couple of them here.
He knows it. It should have been taken. But being said that, that was smashed. Even before Paul Stirling reacted, it came to him, burst through his palms, and in and out. And Al-Amin Hussain could have had a third. He is disappointed. Usually Paul Stirling, good hands when it comes to catches, but unfortunately, not this occasion. Bounce into the deck card, in the gap. And nice stroke by Iftikhar Ahmed. He's continuing his good flow from yesterday.
Good placement, really good placement. A touch wider from Al-Amin Hussain. And on a shorter side, so off the back foot, it just opens the face of the bat, gets it past that fielder inside the circle. And once it does that, there was no stopping. It's gone to the boundary. We just get a little bit closer. Al-Amin Hussain, you don't really want to give too much width to either of the batters. Better. He's tucked that away. They should come back for the second. And this is good batting.
The previous boundary, Atharbhai, I thought it was a perfect example of rising with the bounce. Though there was bounce, the weight was in the front foot. Just kept on with it and opened the pace of the bat at the right time to get it through cover point. Even yesterday, Iftikhar Ahmed, he started his innings with some beautiful cover drives through the offside. Today is looking dangerous. The double R's need Iftikhar to fire big today.
Yeah, they just need to hang on because they'll be looking to score runs. 7 in that over. 38 for 3 after 7. Tanzib Hassan Saqib has been very good. He's just given away 4 runs. He's picked up an important wicket. What about Al-Amin Hussain? He's been a touch expensive, but they won't mind that because he's also been among the wickets. 2 for 25. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, just a single over. 𝗂𝗃-𝗬𝗏 very economical, both of them. And he continues, 𝗂𝗃. Oh, should have been on the front foot. They need to be careful here. If they lose another wicket here, they'll be in a lot more trouble.
Zaman just pushing it through. Could be any turn at all, especially in the evening part of the game. And that's where I think 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, using his experience, not committing his front foot across to the offside, he's trying to play with the angle through the leg side. We speak a lot about setting the tone as a bowling side in any format cricket. A good start by Tanzim, though he just picked up 1 wicket. I thought he's the one who laid the foundation for Al-Amin Hussain to pick up a couple of wickets. Had pace, had bounce, was hitting the bat really hard. And Sylhet strikers, a little bit of I've seen, they mean business.
That'll be a boundary. That is a very good controlled cut shot. Player of the match in the first match. Scored 46 and unbeaten, and also picked up a couple of wickets. Lovely way to pick up his first boundary.
Yeah, poor delivery. Zaman short way outside the off stump. Only 4 fielders in the offside. You're asking for trouble. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is a touch player. Plays as it times it perfectly.
Because the pitch has been very good. You've seen teams going in and scoring runs. A couple of teams have already gone across 200. 197 being chased. So you just have to give yourself some time in the middle. Runs will come. But if you keep on losing wickets one after another, then it gets a little bit more difficult. That's well bowled. Now you just play with a little bit more circumspect. Be a little bit more cautious in terms of watching the ball.
Don't I want something to do it right now? Otherwise, winter time.
What do you want?
Beef boona with paratha. Sounds really good. A single to end the 8th over, 45 for 3.
Second over was a big one, 16 runs in the over, but then they have come back very strongly. Not only they picked up wickets, they've hardly given any runs. Just getting a little bit chilly. Properly in the attack. Left arm, tall left arm seamer. He's bowled an over before, which went for only a single run. They'll be hoping that he can create a little bit more damage by picking up a wicket. That's what they would be looking forward to.
Maybe he won't get any movement off the pitch since it's 8 overs old ball, but definitely he'll enjoy the bounce what this Mirpur push is offering. It's a right length. He can be an awkward customer to face. The long mid on as we speak, tops back to long on. There you go. Perfect length, hitting the splice of the bat. Decent pace as well. 128 clicks, but the bounce is something difficult to negate for the batsman.
Yeah, the partnership now 18 between these two batters, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, and that they need to bat deeper. They need to ensure that this partnership goes big. Trying to cut that away straight to the field, a little bit too close for 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. It's been a good over so far from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Again, hitting the splice of the bat. Back of the length, not much pace to speak about. All what 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 does. And a high arm action, hitting the decker. Take a look at where it hits the bat. Neither sticker, neither bat maker. Keeping it really simple. This time a slightly fuller. And naturally 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is not committing his front foot because of the bounce what 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is exacting from this pitch.
He's a tall fella, isn't he? And the release points will be even big. So once he gets that extra bounce because of the release points, and he's hitting the deck quite nicely. It's always nice when you come into attack, you see the opposition already 3 down early in the innings, you feel a little bit more confident. And he's bowled a beautiful line and length. It's turning out to be a really good over.
Very well experienced, 𝗃𝗏𝗧, well-travelled international professional. Played some game for England, played lots of league cricket. He knows in which occasion to hit which length. At the moment, both these batters are not taking any risk. 𝗃𝗏𝗧 keeping it simple. Back of the length, wicket to wicket. And most importantly, controlling the 2 overseas. Just the 2 runs from that over. 9 done, 47 for 3.
𝗵47 for 3 after 9. Iftikhar Ahmed and Khusdil Shah have a job in their hand, and they will require a partnership to ensure that this innings end up in a fashion where they'll be hoping for good total. And for those in the stadium, here's the cherry on the top. The BPL raffle draw gives one lucky spectator a chance to win a Revo electric bike. Wow, worth 1 lakh taka. Every day. Yeah, you heard me right. Every day. All you have to do is stay in the stadium until the first innings of the second match of the day, and your ticket ID automatically enters the draw. Now, how cool is that, Maha?
I'm going to enter the raffle draw as well, just to give myself a chance to win one of those.
𝗃𝗏𝗧 is greeted with a slap. Yeah, it was wide and it's gone the distance. Top shot. Really good shot from Khusdil Shah.
Called it right, a slap. That was flat, that was hard. 𝗃𝗏𝗧, the length was too full. Khusdil Shah, who has been in superb form yesterday, man of the match in yesterday's win against Dhaka Capitals. No need of the second invitation, goes the distance.
It was so wide, but he still managed to reach out for it and then tonked it away. Really good shot. Always a good way to start it over with a 6 of the first ball of any over. Now look at that stride. He had to really reach out, and then the slap. It went flat. A little bit disappointed with that, because that was the first ball in his over. A loosener gets the treatment. This time again on the offside to the right-hander. Only concedes the single.
𝗃𝗏𝗧, a batsman who bowls, he will offer you some balls to put it away. And I think both these batters will be waiting for something loose rather than take any unnecessary risk at the moment. Trying to build up a partnership at the moment. 27 of 27. Watchful. By changing the field, the extra cow field moves towards behind square. 3 fielders in the offside are all behind the cow point. Sensible batting. 6 to start with and 3 singles to follow.
Yeah, it's good batting. Once you get a 6 of the first ball of the over, then you're thinking to just cash in. I just wanted to go for a big heave on the onside. Turned out to be only a single. He didn't time it. It could have gone anywhere. It was against the spin, isn't it? Against the spin, could have got a top edge. He's lucky there.
Almost strained his neck. Iftikhar Ahmed giving a full hike to that. Beautiful ball. Slowing it down. A good comeback by 𝗃𝗏𝗧 after being taken away for a 6 in the first ball. 10 done, 57 for 3.
Halfway through, Rangpur Riders maybe won't be too happy with what they've achieved so far. Few stutters early on, recovering with this partnership. Oh, that is a ball that squared up the batter, Iftikhar. who's been the beneficiary of a couple of dropped catches, living a charmed life. Not very comfortable. Ariful Haq, 3 wickets in his BPL career. Comes in. So does H.D. Ackerman alongside me.
Gets his hands very low. Having to fight hard here, Rangpur.
I suppose batting first and getting the success they did in the first game prompted them to, after winning the toss, to go for the same strategy. Hasn't really worked, to the credit of the opposition bowlers.
Sylhet have bowled well. I think, you know, when you go with the power up front, the Alex Hales, the Stephen Taylors, if they come off, you know you're going to get 180, 190, possibly 200. It's if they don't come off, what is plan B? Now this appears to be plan B, where 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 and 𝗂𝗃𝗃 now try and rebuild and then hope for an acceleration in maybe the last 5 overs to get them somewhere in the region of that 150, 160 mark. They've got to play really well to get there, don't get me wrong, but there needs to be a slight rebuilding.
Ball down the leg side, half-hearted appeal from Ariful. Drifted away and got a bit of... well, I thought the umpire was going to signal leg by there. Actually, possibly was a bit of... glove? Yeah, it was a glove.
Just looked like a little bit of everything.
A little confusing for all and sundry. Had to dig that out. Ball well, pitching it up, trying to get ball to do something. Not a bowler who likes to hit the seam as much as some of the other bowlers on view, the opening bowlers, but Ariful Haq bowls within himself. Rebuilding process, as you mentioned, HT. Oh, edge and gone past. Did I tell you he was living a charmed life? There's more evidence of that.
Oh, what a catch that would have been. 11 gone, 65 for 3.
Going at the current rate, they're only going to reach 118. That on a batting track is not going to be enough. Another look. Drive attempted, edge. Got it, and Zakir Ali really made a good effort. Short ball outside the line of off. Easy pickings as it rolls away.
You'll hear the term asking to be hit. That was that delivery.
Or hit me, written on the ball. Let's look at the attempted catch there.
Just got to Zakir Ali very quickly.
Down the wicket. Gets quite a bit of bat on that, but not long enough. What a catch. What a judgment on the boundary line. He is disappointed, but what a take. This has been top class. They might not want to have a look at this, but I think the fielder has done exceedingly well in grabbing that.
Well, you can be disappointed, but the key here is you've got to clear the boundary, because 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 just had to move slightly to his right-hand side, make sure he was aware of where the boundary rope was, and then hold on to the catch. And he does everything perfectly. The man from Scotland just says, I'll have that, I'll hold my balance, I'll take a bow, and I'll have one. That's a very, very fine snare in the deep. Couldn't quite believe it, but I'm afraid he has to. He's a danger man, 𝗂𝗃𝗃. He promised, but he's gone for 21. 69 for 4.
Another wicket, another problem for the Rangpur Riders. Nurul Hassan comes in. Have a look at the catch again. They're so well judged. Just reached for it, balanced himself, and the celebration is like Donna, our mascot here. Spreading the wings. Enjoyed that. That is a superlative catch. Inviting the flighted delivery.
Same field, righty.
Trying to figure out from up here, HD and I, what 𝗃𝗃𝗃 is delivering. Every ball seems to be a little different at point of release. He's making adjustments in the field now. What he's going to come up with. Mid-off being taken to a more of a straighter. Well, look at where that fielder has been posted, right behind the umpire. And that's been dragged just for the single. So how do you describe the last ball?
Well, I saw that in a state game a little earlier in the year. Marnus Labuschagne was playing for Queensland, and he bowled some seamers, and he had the fielder come and stand next to him. So we're having to rename all these new positions that they're coming up with now.
They squirts it away, but good work. Some good backing up to the bowlers by all the fielders.
I mean, I remember when I first started playing as like a 7 or an 8-year-old. I mean, there used to be a fielder behind the wicketkeeper that was known as long stop. But that was when wicketkeepers were just sort of told, you're going to be a wicketkeeper.
Not as adept at the ones these days. Yeah, long stop used to be a common sort of position. Well, back to that in a second. 12 done, 71 for 4. 71 for 4. Nurul Hassan in the middle. Rangpur Riders deciding to bat first. What a good batting track. I've seen evidence of that. Ariful went for 8 in his first over. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 will be looking to make a move here. Is not allowed to do so with an accurate delivery on that occasion. Just a little tuck away for a single. Lovely ground, Sherabangla National Stadium. Crowds have come in supporting BPL. Last day of the year. Here they are. Nicely behind that, no runs allowed. Well, the crowd have really come in good numbers, and let's talk about how easy it is to be part of this celebration with the Bangladesh Cricket Board's new online ticketing platform, www.𝗃𝗃𝗃ticket.com.bd. Securing your spot in the stands has never been smoother. No long lines, just a click away from the action. They've all come in, and there'll be more hopefully in the future using that ticketing platform to come in and enjoy the wonderful BPL we're having here in Dhaka, and also later on in Sylhet and Chattogram. Swivel, not quite getting hold of it, but enough possibly on the bat because of the pace of the ball. Hands on head for Ariful, but 4 runs nevertheless.
Got to get inventive. Pace taken off, this time with a more leg cutter action. The bowler runs his fingers down the inside of the ball. But 𝗃𝗃𝗃 does well.
And the batter ran his bat inside of the ball on that occasion too. not from the meaty part. Tries to power his way now. 𝗃𝗏𝗃 is being forced to try and manufacture some shots. He's been taking a few chances. He's been dropped twice, as we have mentioned before. But it will be up to him now, alongside Nurul Hassan, to take the game deep, stay in the middle, do not throw away your wicket, because this is possibly, maybe considered the two batters that need to batten down and take the innings through to the end. Again, not from the middle of the bat, squirts it away for a single. 13 overs have been completed. It's 79 for 4. Seven overs to go in this Rongpur Riders innings after they decided to bat first, winning the toss. Haven't had the best of the things in their batting prowess so far. Innings they would have been hoping for better performance than they have been able to produce. 𝗃𝗧𝗏 going early, 28 when the third wicket fell. Oh dear, he did manage to get the Q end of the bat on that occasion.
I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes the worst possible delivery in T20 cricket is actually your best. I mean, that shocking delivery produced just a single.
Yeah, but credit to Nurul Hassan in actually reaching that. He had to let go of one hand to reach it. All that effort, only the single. He comes back with a better delivery, that's for sure.
I must admit, I know he's at the non-strikers end, but I love it when Nurul Hassan is at the wicket, because he's so animated even when he's not on strike, and things are just happening.
Well, an amble single. Well, we'll see what he's up to now that he's facing 𝗂𝗍𝗻𝗂, who's been very impressive. Dropped a catch off his own bowling, could have had one wicket. But 𝗃𝗏𝗃 now giving the ball a vigorous rub with the towel. You having effect already. There you go. Sit-ups, getting ready, moving around. It's all there. And trying, even thinking of a run when the ball's going straight through.
Nothing happens quietly, I can assure you. He does a reverse sweep, and then he'll sweep, but he'll make his way down the pitch. He'll tempt the fielder into throwing, and then he'll engage them with a conversation. It's exciting when he's at the wicket, Nurul.
Down the wicket, doesn't quite get hold of it, but still managed to get it straight enough. I think he's shaping to play it a little straighter, but doesn't matter. He had that power in the shot to take it to the boundary.
It's the old 1-2 though from the batter, the reverse sweep, and then I'll come down the wicket because I know the bowler's going to drag his length back, thinking that I may sweep again. 1-0, Nurul Hassan.
Read the mind of the bowler. Goes again, bowler. Now, give him that credit. He anticipated another move down the wicket and dropped it short. 14 done, 85 for 4. Huge, big second over, but after that, see the fourth and the fifth overs, 3 wickets falling, and immediately the brakes were put on, the bowlers came on top. And it's been a period where the batters of Rangpur Riders have really not been able to show their expertise in terms of power hitting, stunted by some accuracy in the bowling. Shorter, swivels round, one bounce. Now, could he have made an attempt to go for that catch? Did he take the safe option of saving the runs?
It's always a tricky one. Do you think, well, if I go and put in the dive and I miss it, I give away 4. So maybe I'll just hold my ground, happy to surrender a single.
Safety first. Don't want to be told by the captain, why on earth did you try and go for that catch? It missed it and gone through for 4 runs. Change in the field. Mid-wicket going deep to the boundary. Al-Amin bringing the fine leg into the 30-yard circle on side. This limbering up. Something's going to happen soon. Backs away. Rumps it. It has happened. And a good effort. That is terrific. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 in the deep did very well.
Told you he's busy. He finds some areas to get the ball. Hold on to that hat. Oh.
He didn't need to hold on to the hat. He needs to recover the ball, which he's done exceedingly well. That is a tremendous fielding effort. Lifts the spirit of the bowlers. Inside part of the bat once again. He's not going to hang about. Not going to die wandering. Virtually going for a big shot every delivery. Are 30 of 30. Now going at 6.14 with 5 overs left after this, I think they've got to throw caution to the wind. Got to take a few chances. Boom. Doesn't work.
It's become such an effective delivery, hasn't it, in T20 cricket, the slower ball bouncer. One that's bowled like a cutter into the pitch. As a batter, you react to it, and the pull shot is such an instinctive shot that you threw it by the time the ball gets to you.
And this one he pitches up. This is a good mix from Al-Amin Hussain. They're getting frustrated, the batters. You can see by the demeanor that particularly 𝗃𝗃𝗃 knows that he's done all the hard work, he's had the bit of luck with the drop catches, needs to carry on.
Unbelievable how your fortunes can change as a bowler. His opening over went for 4 boundaries, Al-Amin, and then a great catch from Ronnie Talukdar on the boundary, and he's been great ever since.
Well, we talk about good fielding, good catches, lifting the spirit of a bowler. Oh, targeted the legs as the batter came forward. Once again, not allowing the big shot to happen, just the single. Only 6 runs in the 15th over. It's 91 for 4.
31 for 3 in the power play. And now they're at 60 for 1. The next 9 overs. So they've got 5 more overs. 6 wickets in hand. 92 for 4. They need someone like 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Ahmed, because he's had a good stay in the crease. He's smashed 3 boundaries. But what he has done is that he's scored 31 of 32 deliveries. Quite unlike 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Usually a powerhouse. As it got past the fielder, no, as well fielded. And it's been now, what, 8 balls since the last boundary. They need to find some boundaries here. Good evening, Maha.
Good evening, Athar. It has been a steady inning so far by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, and he has to cut loose now. Skipper Nurul at the crease, 3 fielders behind, squaring the circle. Don't be surprised, the reverse skips comes out. He's been superb. Been busy, 13 of 14. He needs to get an ante, up the ante as well. Both these batters, 94 for 4. Don't think Pasco, we think it's about 175. Nowhere near.
Yeah, his career strike rate in T20s is 130. He's missed that out. Now, how did that ball miss the stumps? It was so close. And he's going at 94 now, the strike rate. And that's what we are talking about here. It looks like it's getting a little bit difficult for the batters to pick up the length. Big swing of the bat, completely missing it.
Short, and gets the treatment. Into the stands it goes. Don't bowl those to 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Ahmed, and brings up the 100 for double R's.
The first 6 finally comes from the bat of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Ahmed, and that will please the fans of Rongpur Riders. He tried to play that in the previous delivery, but this time he nails it. It was short, too short, sits up nicely, a long hop. gets the treatment. He knows it. It's a poor delivery. 100 on the board.
And before that delivery, Niazuddin has given only 19 runs, and all of a sudden, spell goes to 25 runs and last ball coming up. Shot again. This occasion, the slowness of the pitch. Iftikhar Ahmed could not get the timing right. 16 done, 101 for 4.
Some total on the board. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 back in the attack. The bounce has been difficult. He's been brilliant. Only 3 runs in the 2 overs that he has bowled so far, Maha.
As well as Tanzim Hassan, who has bowled 2 overs of 4 runs. Looks like 𝗃𝗃𝗃 and Tanzim will finish off for Sylhet strikers. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, his stock ball is the slow ball into the pitch. The last ball was the perfect example for it. And when it comes to Tanzim, it'll be slow ball plus the Yorkers. So international quality to finish off for the Sylhet strikers.
Beautiful. Really struck that nicely off the back foot. Just a touch short and a bit too wide. Top shot from Iftikhar. He picks up a boundary, cracking one.
The previous ball was slow delivery, just gripped and slowed out at the batsman. But this occasion it was pace on. 137 clicks by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Got to be set, a bad delivery. Paul Sterling, cover point, had no chance. The conversation beat among the captain, the bowler, George Munsey at mid-off, possibly wanting 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 to bowl wicket to wicket rather than giving with. Change the field. The sweeper cover moves finer towards third man.
And the third, the fielder in the third comes inside the circle. I've got 3 in front on the offside, inside the circle. It's a short one. He finds the fielder in the deep, then he has to find the gap. 3 on the onside, protecting the boundaries, this time straight to the fielder.
I thought by last delivery, they had only 4 fielders outside the circle. I think Ariful Haq probably would have got his mathematics wrong. Didn't have 5 fielders outside the circle. Now, now they're fine. Dropping the third man back. For Iftikhar Ahmed, even third man was up.
Oh, nice. Cheeky, but very effective. That is good batting from the skipper.
Good option. Very good option by the captain of the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. He's a player. He plays with the field. Fine leg in the circle. Quite a safe shot in the end. Outside the line. Watching the ball till the last moment. Getting himself outside the off stump. Making sure he drop stick it over short fine leg. That strokes forces 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 to drop fine leg back. Get mid-on into the circle. Mid-on, mid-off, both in the circle. Now it cannot be full. Has to be short. Pace on or pace off.
Change of angle. Well, has it got enough? Yes, he has. And this is turning out to be a very good over. That's a 6. So 15 already in this over.
And definitely it was short, but pace on, but plenty of width. Opening himself up, the captain of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, giving the full hike. Over car point it goes. Just what the doctor ordered for the Rongpur Riders to get to that score between 160 170. Can they do it? I still feel 160 is a possibility. Mid-on in the circle. 1 bounce boundary. It's a carnage. This over. 19 runs from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. 17 done. 120 for 4.
The last couple of overs have gone for 34 runs, and due to that, the partnership now 51 of 34. This is good batting. They put the foot on the accelerator. That's the last ball of the previous over, and he knew he was in control as long as it went over the top of that infield. The boundary was written all over it. This is very good batting. Low full toss, couldn't get through, but still be able to rotate the strike. Both now looking to play a few big shots. They need it.
And for the Sylhet strikers, I think Tanzim Hassan will hold the key. What to be said, the last over was a poor one by 𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗧. The options he took and paid the price. And Tanzim, it'd be Yorkers and slow balls into the pitch. What's it going to be? The first one was a full one. Captain 𝗃𝗺𝗃, let's see.
That'll be a boundary. He tried to bowl that Yorker, got it wrong. Turned out to be a low full toss on the offside, and he smashes it. So Nurul Hassan is once again playing a really good cameo.
And that's a very good shot. Low full toss, trying to bowl the off-stump Yorker, opening himself up. Most importantly, having a very good head position to swing through the line. Very, very good shot. Field remains the same. Now, deep extra cover falls back and 5 legs comes into the circle.
Again, does he get underneath it? No, he can't. He cannot reach it. But they'll come back for the second. And they've been playing some big shots. There you go. 𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗃 is also front and center with Dana 36, the official mascot of the BPL this year, representing freedom, peace, and endless possibilities. This white dove with 36 color full feather is soaring into the hearts of cricket fans across the country. Dana truly symbolizes the vibrant spirit of the tournament. Not a bad delivery. Not a bad delivery. It's a dot.
Not a bad effort by you as well, Athar Ali Khan. Very well done. Done your homework. Brilliant. Mascot spreading his wings. That's exactly what the captain of 𝗃𝗃𝗃 is doing. Spreading his wings and making sure the team has something to bowl at. He's unhappy. Got to be said. Tanzim Hassan, once he gets it right, he's an handful.
What a shot. Probably the best so far he has. It's into the grandstands. That is a magnificent hit from the skipper. With that 6, he moves to 40 of just 22 deliveries.
The delivery was bowled at 137 clicks and it went much more quicker. Trying to bowl to his field, which is outside the off stump, but the length got to be much more Yorker length, not full toss. Nurul Hassan so on. A captain's knock so far, 40 of 22. Partnership looking dangerous. The umpires are not too happy with the ball. Maybe hit one of the seats in the stands, damaging the ball. Not too sure about the dew factor at the moment. If there's any dew, the bowler will be happy. Ball might get changed.
This is really good batting from Nurul Hassan, the skipper. We see him moving around to the left and the right, but he doesn't come down the wicket. And he stays still so he can get the ball to scoop, ramp, or even hit it over the top on offside. And he's played some smashing shots. A couple of 6s and 4-4s already in his innings, 13 already in this over. They're moving on again. This falls short of the fielder at deep cover point. 14 in that over. After 18, 134 for 4. 43 in the last 3. Gets this innings going, but they still have to continue in the same fashion. Still not enough on the board. 134 for 4. Some really good hitting, especially from the bat of the skipper. Nurul Hassan, his strike rate is 178, but look at the 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Ahmed strike rate 112. 45 of 40, partnership of 65. Oh, what a catch! That is 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. He's taken a blinder. The skipper. That is a great catch.
And never easy, diving forward and sprinting in. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, the captain leading from front. A slow ball bouncer back of the hand, tried by 𝗃𝗍𝗃 for the first time today. A forehand tennis stroke played by Nurul, and take a look at that for a catch. One for the photographers. I hope the photographers straight down the ground, but taken for the postcard there. Skipper Nurul Hassan, very good contribution of 41. 𝗿𝗏𝗄's 134 for 5.
Mehdi Hasan is the new batter. And he'll be looking to play a few shots here. There's no other option for Rangpur Riders at the moment. Again, a slower delivery. And struck that nicely. What a way to start his innings with a boundary. That is a beauty.
A beautiful shot and a poor delivery by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. So much width, the length was full. Slow ball, just 106.9 kilometers per hour. Mehdi Hasan is here because Nurul Hasan couldn't get the big sixer out, and Ariful Haq. Oh, brilliant, sliding across and taking a magnificent catch. Paddle sweep, fine leg in the circles, brings up another boundary. Back-to-back boundary for the off spinner.
He's a very effective player, Mehdi Hasan. He just come on to bat and he's picked up a couple of boundaries in the two deliveries that he has faced. That is a very good. Gets inside the line of the ball and then scoops it behind. No problems. The fielder at short fine had no chance whatsoever. Now he's gone back. What does he do next? Four fielders inside the circle on the offside, protecting the singles, the open spaces on the onside. Anything on the offside, over the top is a boundary. That's what ball just followed the batter, cramping him for room.
I was hoping that Mehdi Hasan would have bring his lap sweep out to the offside, but the length was too short and followed the body. 1 for 31 in 3.4 overs 𝗃𝗃𝗃. He had given away only 3 runs in his first 2 overs. This game can be cruel if you don't get your tactics right. Yeah, DJ's in the house, pumping the music on.
You seem pretty excited, Maha. Nicely pulled away, but he finds the fielder. Nicely struck. The Rangpur Riders would be hoping that if 𝗃𝗃𝗃 gets a short pitch delivery, he needs to put it right in the middle of the stands.
New Year's Eve, Atar Ali Khan, looking forward to it.
Party time for you?
Relatively quiet one, got to be said. Something to celebrate. 2024 has been a really good, personally as well as cricketing front. We have seen many games, many memorable games in the recent past. Definitely is to 2024 and looking forward for 2025. Last ball, running with the stroke, just a single, an expensive over comes to an end. 11 runs from it, 145 for 5.
Right, it's the last over. 145 on the board. And Mehdi Hasan will be on strike. He's looking around on the onside. Look at the field set. Yes, you can see the bowler talking to the fielder at mid-off inside the circle. That's the skipper. Tanzim Hassan Saqib will bowl the last over here. He's been very good. 1 for 18 in the 3 overs that he has bowled. It's been a very good performance from Sylhet strikers. Starts with a short one. He gets underneath it. He's put that away. What a cameo this is turning out to be from Mehdi Hasan. He's put that away for the maximum. He's raced over to 16 of just 5. 150 on the board.
Poor choice of delivery by Tanzim, got to be said. When you have fine leg in the circle, what you can't do is to stray down the leg side, even if it's full or short. If you're trying to bowl short, just outside the yaw stump, but it'll be better when you're having fine leg in the circle. After that stroke, some activities happening in the field. Third man big, going square up, and cow point fielder coming and short third man.
It's well bowled. Still appealing, they're appealing. Zakir Ali appealing, asking the question. He's taking the review.
Yeah. TV umpire to director, we have a player review for caught behind. I have checked the feet landing. It's a fair delivery, given not out. Can I have the front on? It's appear close to the bat. For confirmation, can I have the Ultra A's? Thank you. Ultra A's is coming. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, thank you. Okay, move forward. 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 Passes. Yes, satisfied. No batter involved. I'm ready to make my decision. Sorry, go back to on field. Stay with your original decision. You're on screen.
Leg wise, bat nowhere near the bat. Ball. This will get Iftikhar Ahmed on strike. Cover ball into the block hole, just cramping in for him. It will only be a single. He wants the second one. It's not there. We've already seen what Mahdi Hassan has done with the bat. Iftikhar, 47 of 42. He's raced over the 16 of just 6 with 2 4s and a 6.
Iftikhar Ahmed, it was a powerful stroke. Unfortunately, couldn't get the placement. Flow ball. This is a good stuff by Tanzim. After being hit away for the first ball maximum, he has come back really well. It's the 2 runs in the next 3 deliveries.
Yeah, very good from Tanzim Hassan Saqib. And then did he get a warning? Yep, first warning. Running on the red in the middle of the surface. Again, a slower delivery. This should be taken. Oh! Now that's the second catch that the skipper has taken. And it again is a blinder because he had to run from long off towards, rather from mid off to mid on. What a catch!
Giving the nickname Local Jaunty. 2 catches in the same game, both breathtaking. This running across from mid off, mid on. What a dive. Captain setting the example. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Nevertheless, a decent knock by Mahdi Hassan comes to end. 16 of 8. 153 for 6. Rangpur Riders.
Mohammad Saifuddin is the next batter, but he will be just sort of thinking perhaps if he can get hold of this and thump it away for the boundary. There you go, the last ball. It's a short one. It doesn't connect. Doesn't really connect. They're thinking about coming back for the second, and they do. Oh, good throw. Good throw, really good throw. I'll probably go upstairs to have a look at this.
Run out at striker's end. Can I have the side and angle, please? Okay, freeze there, satisfied. Battery well in. I'm ready to make my decision. My decision. Out. I repeat, not out.
Not out. Thank you.
Yeah, great dive in from Mohammad Saifuddin. Right, in the end, Rangpur Riders finishes with 155 for 6. It has been a terrific performance from Sylhet striker bowlers to restrict Rangpur Riders for 155. They got the wickets early on, Taylor Hills and Saif going out cheaply. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 47 of 42, not the typical 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 inning that we see. But then it was again 21 from Khushdil Shah. Nurul Hassan played a cameo. I thought he did a really good job with the bat, scoring this 41 of 24. Mahdi played a nice little cameo, 16 of 8. But in the end, don't think they've got enough runs on the board. They're finishing off at 155 for 6.
Yeah, they're shy about 20 runs for me as well, Athar. Full credit should go to Sylhet strikers, bowlers. They were superb. Tanzim, Al-Amin, Topley with the new ball, they were spot on. Topley went for some runs in the death overs. But the spinners in the middle as well. Shinwari, Ariful did a good job, as well as Niazuddin, who just bowled his 4 overs, 26 runs. Overall, a very, very good performance by the Sylhet strikers, bowlers.
Yeah, the target for Sylhet strikers is going to be 156. We'll take a short break and we'll come back with the chase.
Hello and welcome back. That is the equation. 156 needed by the Sylhet strikers to win this game at a run rate required 7.8. You're of course at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium watching the Dutch Bangla BPL 2024. It's going to be 2025 in a matter of hours, and all looking forward to an exciting latter second half of the match. Ronnie Talukdar, his T20 career has been good, 67 his best. He wants to give them a flying start because they've done well in restricting the Rangpur Riders. George Munsey took a spectacular catch while he was fielding, 2,226 runs, and he will be hoping that the opening pair alongside Ronnie Talukdar, they can get them off to a flyer. Thinking in other terms will be the bowlers, because Mohammad Saifuddin has had a wealth of experience over the years. 73 wickets so far into his 57th match, 4 for 20 his best, and he'll try to bring in all his expertise to bear. There will be some effect of the dew, as you can see from the pictures, a little hazy, fog settling in, and we're settling in for the second half. It's chased by Sylhet strikers. On the leg side, it's easy enough to tuck it away to start off proceedings for Sylhet.
Thank you.
If Munsey and Talukdar get going here, we might be in for an early night, because they are both dynamic strikers of the ball. They don't look to nudge and nurdle, not at any stage of an innings. They look to take it on. Munsey prefers the leg side. He favours the leg side of the ground.
So the bowler is going to keep it on or about the off stump, exactly like that. Back of leg might be the best option to go at the moment to contain the batters early on. Talking about the mindset of the two batters, not often do we see similar kind of approach to the start of an innings. Two from very different parts of the world, but the thought processes are very similar. Saifuddin, oh, look at the crowd, energetic. It's, as I mentioned, a few hours away from New Year, and they're all ready to celebrate here in the middle and later on.
Is this, here's a question for you, is this the last professional game of cricket being played in 2024? Or is there somewhere else in the world
Well, we are 6 hours plus from Greenwich Mean Time. I think there are a lot of countries who will have the New Year coming much later than in Bangladesh.
But professional game of cricket.
Yeah, you make awkward questions. Try to put me in a spot. I'll find out and come back to you, HD.
Unless they're still batting in Bulawayo, because I think they could bat there for 2 weeks, the way that test match was going.
You called it a long draw, didn't you, earlier? Yeah, it went on and on and on. Runs galore. Talk about batting paradises. Well, that must have been one. Surprisingly, earlier on, there were very, very low-scoring matches in the shorter version of the game. I don't know what changed the whole approach and the mindset of the two teams there. But here at Sherabangla, we have got an interesting game in our hands. Not a very high-scoring match, but I tell you what, in the first 10 overs, the Rangpur Riders only scored 57 for 3. Recovered wonderfully well in the next 10, scoring 98 runs for the loss of 3 wickets.
They slowed down considerably after the first ball, didn't they? Because they had 15 after 1. After the Sean Thomas first ball went for 15. Work that out. You ask about tough questions. Gee, what a first over that was.
Well, a regular sort of over has been completed. First up, 4 without loss. Sedate start here for the Sylhet strikers. Have that advantage of having the opportunity to pace their innings. Do not need to be in a hurry right from the get-go. Required run rate 8 and over at the start of the innings. Kamrul Islam, 57 wickets. Oh, clean him up! What a delivery, angled in. Crept between bat and bat, Yorker length, the perfect delivery to start off with, and 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝐶 has to walk back.
I think George 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝐶 was a little bit surprised here because this was skiddy. This was a little nippier than he anticipated. From around the wicket, wanting to go at the stumps. 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝐶 looking to go towards his favoured leg side, plays all around it. Oh, yes. Nice way to start for Kamrul as 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝐶 goes for 2. Sylhet, they've lost their first one pretty quickly. It's 4 for 1.
Early strike here for the Rangpur Riders. Zakir Hassan now, he's got his work cut out. The initial thought of a good batting start by the opening partners did not work.
It doesn't look pretty, does it? I know that when he hits them, it looks good, but not there.
Getting a little carried away with that angle that got him the wicket. This time too much down the wicket and it's racing away despite the desperate effort of Nurul Hasan.
I could watch him play cricket all day, Nurul Hasan. I said earlier when he's batting, he's so animated. Even when he's not on strike, he's engaging the fielding side. Now when he's keeping, if you walk in the ground, you'll know whether his team are on top or not, just by looking at him.
What does that tell you? Hands on head. Bowler, you better get your act together. No, he doesn't. But this time Nurul Hasan anticipating that angle and going down and collecting it cleanly.
It's quite a slingy action as well that Kamrul's got. So he's got to pitch the ball sort of well outside off stump for it to track towards the wickets. Otherwise, it's going to fly down that leg side. If he pitches it anywhere around off stump, it should disappear down the leg side, depending on the length, of course.
And he's bowling from wide of the crease, almost cutting that line there, getting the ball to come back into the batter.
We're just going to watch the back leg. Does that cut the return crease? That's the part that would be problematic as far as a no ball is concerned. His front foot's not a problem. Now, his front foot can land there. That's okay. It's the back foot that cannot cut that return crease.
So after he lands his front foot, he does swing that right foot over and land in front. Yorker swinging. Nicely done to the right-hander this time.
Balance needs to be good as a batter against someone like this because of the swing with the old round arm action. Sometimes you can shape to hit the ball through the leg side. You lose your balance and then it swings on you.
Short. And he's really got a hold of that. That's for sure. It rolls away to the boundary. Maybe touch miss time. Still enough power in that swing to take it away to the boundary.
It doesn't shape from this length. That's too short.
Bit of a mixed over. This Jaffa to start off with, getting the wicket of Manzi, then couple down the leg side, bowling one good Yorker, then missing the length altogether with the short pitch delivery. Oh, short arm jab, it's racing away. This time he's really hit a meaty blow and he gets another boundary. It's a big over. It's 15 runs so far.
This is a special stroke because there's a man on the deep square leg boundary, and I promise that he barely has to move. He's probably got about 5 meters to move to try and cut this off, and he's not even in the picture.
Yeah, the power generated on that shot really off the blades, and he comes back with a nice delivery, just a little shape away. 15 in that over and a wicket. 19 for 1. They've lost George Mansio there. Super delivery from Kamrul, but it was like licorice all sorts in that over. A lot of loose deliveries down the leg side, short pitch deliveries. Yielded quite a few runs, and thus they've moved on to 19 for 1 in 2 overs. Mehdi Hassan, come on. He has been there for a long, long time, but in the recent past has really excelled. Zakir Hassan, they know each other very well, having played different levels during different tournaments domestically. Reverse. Doesn't quite get the gap between those two fielders.
Yeah, I'm unsure about the choice of stroke there. There's 2 men behind point on the offside. You almost feel that the conventional sweep might yield more runs for him.
Hey!
3 dot balls. A little shake of the head to acknowledge some advice from Ronnie Taluga, Zakir Hassan. As I mentioned earlier, they can bide their time. Be selective, just like that. Backs away, cracks it. What a shot that is. Straight to the boundary.
Zakir has had to create this room himself because it's not that poor a delivery as far as the line is concerned. Yes, it's a little bit short, but Zakir has to give himself room away from the stumps. Yeah, nice.
Now he goes the other way. The slog swing affected. But it's just holding up enough for the fielder to come through and stop him from taking more than 2 runs. Rakibov. Last delivery to come from Sheikh Mehdi. 6 runs so far. He'll be reasonably happy with that if he can get a dot ball in. No, he doesn't. That's been picked up and sent away with disdain to the boundary. What a finish to the over from the bat of Zakir Hassan. After 3, they race to 29 for 1. Munzi, but since then they've recovered well. Zakir Hassan is looking very comfortable. Ronnie Talukdar has really opened up as yet. Don't be surprised if he goes after Raqib Al Hassan. Obtained him from playing a big shot that that is Zone 36, and right here in the grandstand we have Zone 36, a heartfelt tribute to the wounded student warriors of that historic movement. It's a moving reminder of how much courage and resilience shaped our nation. Just a little bit of turn, using that turn very nicely, helping the ball on its way. How much of an effect is that dew going to have in the bowler's grip, particularly the spinners? The prodigious use of the towels and the rags and the handkerchiefs. Not getting too much turn.
So difficult for the left arm spinner to bowl to the left-hander as well inside the power play. I mean, if he gets the ball too straight, he can just knock it towards deep mid-wicket for a couple. Hits it well enough, he might get 4. Can't be wide of off stump because there's no protection on the offside.
Well, you said there's no protection, and he's taken the aerial route knowing that all the fielders are within the 30-yard circle, and the result, a nice looking boundary.
I almost feel that Raqib would be better off bowling around the wicket to the left-hander, going across him. I just think there are too many options here for the left-hander to score off him from over the wicket. Because now he'll probably go straighter, and then Zakir can pick him up through that leg side.
Well, he's wise enough at least to try not to go down straighter. That was struck pretty hard. Yard either way of that fielder. Could have gone for 4. That's a good ball, good ball. Initial thoughts I felt was for Ronnie to just go for it. They had to check it. 4 done, 37 for 1. At the end of 4 overs, Rangpur Riders were 22 for 1. They had a sluggish start. Sylhet strikers in the ascendancy, 37 for 1. Hello. Expensive. Oh, clean him up. Another, this is Nahid Rana at his best. Comes in with pace, 142.3 clicks, and he has castled him.
When this young man comes onto bowl, everyone just moves slightly forward onto the edge of their seats in anticipation of the excitement that he has brought to the Bangladesh game. He's got pace, he's got real skill, and he's knocked over a player who has been in incredible form of late. Easy as you like, the off stump is not only disturbed, it's whacked back. Zakir Hassan goes for 18. Sylhet now 37 for 2.
Paul Stirling is in the middle because of this super delivery, and this is the stumps cartwheeling away, and I think Nahid Rana has seen a lot of that recently. Oh, what a welcome, what a jaffa to welcome the new batter in.
Gee, he's exciting, isn't he? Real pace. Around the wicket to the left-hander. Says, I'm going to knock your stumps over. I'm going to beat you for pace. And then an absolute beauty. Just drags his length back, this time over the wicket. The bounce almost finds the outside edge. And that's a quality player as well in Paul Stirling.
Absolutely. And it's the left-hander and the right-hander. Changing angles, getting the same results. Paul Stirling, you better watch out because this guy is really pacey. Ball's going to be past you before you swivel your bat down and try to make the contact.
Well, this should be a good contest because the one thing about Paul Stirling is he doesn't back away from a contest. So I don't think there'll be a stalemate here. I'm not sure that Stirling will just defend him or leave a few alone. I think he'll look to take him on.
Slip in position. Full toss. It's up in there. He's tried to take him on. He has taken him on. And it has resulted in Paul Stirling getting the last laugh, just making sure whether it's gone over the line or has it fallen inside. We'll find out. But that is very, very resolute sort of attack back from Paul Stirling. Albeit it was a full toss.
This is well back. This is well back. Well back. Well, this Irishman has played all around the world in all the very best leagues, and he's got an impressive strike rate. He can score all around the ground. He's not afraid to play off the back foot either. Square of the wicket, hooking and pulling.
Short ball coming. No, and that's nicely done. And just the bounce before it left, after it left the bat, but this good work. It went very quickly to him.
In the blink of an eye.
Oh. Just there or thereabouts. Oh, he thought he had his man. The expression of the young man, and even Rongpur did very well. Eventually, sure that didn't go past him. It's all happening in this over. Wicket first up, then a 6 hit over the top, and almost a catch. Oh, this is exciting stuff here. God, expected that earlier. Now there's going to be a catch. Yes! Paul Stirling could not resist seeing that short pitch delivery, trying to tonk it over the top, but the pace got him, and he spooned it up for an easy take.
Does he toe end this? He's a good player of short pitch bowling, Stirling. This guy's got real heat, and I think that just comes off the toe end of the bat. And rather going over a straightish mid-wicket, it finds Hales at mid-on, who takes a simple catch. Rana has added some life into this bowling attack as Sylhet have lost Paul Stirling for 6. They are 43 for 3.
43 for 3 at the end of the 5th over. 2 wickets in that Nahid Rana over. Sheer pace, bringing the rewards for the double R's. Rongpur Riders. And in at 5 is Zakir Alionik. Best of unbeaten 57. Ronnie plays it late. Running away. Effort in the deep. Nahid Rana goes in vain. Ronnie opens and welcomes Rakibul with a boundary. Yeah, Stirling went after Nahid Rana the previous delivery before this. Then Alex Hales. Easy as you like. Easy catch. Damage was done through the pace of this speedster. Good evening, Atabhai.
Good evening. Now the Sylhet will be thinking they still require 108 from 88 deliveries. They have 7 wickets in hand. And it's quite a matchup because 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, who's just come into bat, has been in tremendous form. In the 3 T20 internationals, he went and scored 120, an average of 60, strike rate of 136 against West Indies. And the matchup that I'm looking forward to is him against Nahid Rana. Fast and furious. We've already seen him bowling his first over when he knocked the off-stump back and then picked up Paul Sterling on the last ball of his first over.
Got Zakir Hasan first, then Sterling. Zakir Ali, another exciting player. The call of the hour is be a little watchful.
Yeah, they really don't need to be in any sort of a rush. You have to understand that the 108 of 85 is very much a possibility. Wickets in hand do help. So even if you're taking some time, it's fine. It's a good over, just 5 runs. After 6, it's 48 for 3.
Well, they are ahead in terms of runs, are the Sylhet strikers. Confirmation, end of the power play from on-field umpire Asif Yaqub. The exciting first over from the speedster. He will continue. Looking for the Yorker. It's the inside edge, Ronnie Talukdar.
It's certainly one of the quickest, or if not the quickest. He is the quickest. Just have a look at this, a sight to behold. Look at that ball and look at that stumps flying out of the ground. What a sight to behold. Nahid Rana hitting the top of the off stump, beaten by sheer pace. What a find for Bangladesh. What a find. He's fast, he's furious, and he's very accurate. He comes at you all the time.
Previously played for the Khulna Tigers, Nahid Rana, featuring in the BPL, representing double R's, provides sheer pace.
When you talk about speed, have a look at that. Started with 142 clicks, 140. Look at that bounce. He's a tall lad and gets that extra bounce, 139.7. This turned out to be a low full toss, which went all the way 144, 143, and then picks up another wicket.
Well played, but straight to the fielder, Saif Hassan at point. But importantly, he is consistent with the pace. Made the red ball in the test side. Improved his accuracy as well.
Yeah, 5 for 61 in that test match against West Indies at Kingston, Jamaica. Bangladesh went on to square the series, going on to win that particular test match by 101 runs.
Oh, it's a cracking stroke from Ronnie. 4 runs.
A lot will depend on Ronnie T for Sylhet strikers, because when he does strike, he strikes it very cleanly. The stand and deliver, just moving his left leg. Now that is a very good shot. He picked the length very quickly. He did take the stride in, but he just moved away, making some room. That is a cracking shot.
Followed the batter on this occasion. Somehow manages a single. This Ronnie Talukdar.
Noor Hassan now he used 5 bowlers. Mohammad Saifuddin has only bowled a single over. He's gone for 4. 𝗂𝗏𝗏 picked up a wicket of his first delivery. So did Nahid Rana. Mahdi Hassan was expensive. He picked up 4 wickets, remember, in that first game against Dhaka. So he has options. Again, quite picey, Nahid Rana.
Single to end the over. 8 runs of this Nahid Rana over. Sylhet strikers are 56 for 3 after 7. The required run rate below the pace they're going at. Yeah, well within reach. Rakibul continues from the far end. Looking for wickets are the 𝗂𝗏𝗏s.
I spoke about the options that Rongpur Riders have in the bowling department. There is 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃, who was the player of the match, who picked up a couple of wickets. That's a big one. Has it got enough legs? Maybe not. Maybe yes. Oh yes. In the end, it's gone all the way.
It was Stephen Taylor fielding it long on. The tall fellow. Yes, it was. Having a look at the shot again. Ronnie is taking the bowlers on. Full stretch. Through the hands. Lost his balance as well. Now he's running the first one hard. 2 not there.
I think the key is to hold on to the wickets. If they keep losing wickets, then it'll be trouble, because the required run is under 7.5 runs in an over, which is achievable if you have wickets in hand. He's got a good start here. 29 of 18, Ronnie Talukder. Jack really will need to play a really good part here with the bat to ensure that they can go and win their first match of this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. .69 meters, the distance, the last 6.
Very true, because they've got around 3 batters to come in. Sabirullah Shinwari, Ariful Haq, Tanzim Hasan Saqib can bat. He's toply. Tail is then exposed. Exactly why Rangpur Riders need wickets. Turned out to be a good over for the 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏s, courtesy of that 6, 67 for 3. Buzzing streets of Dhaka, right below the metro rail, with a few more hours to go into the new year. There comes the 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃. Mentioned him, and he has been called by Noor Hassan Chauhan.
He bowled a couple of overs, 2 overs. He picked up 2 for 15, 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃. So not a bad move to have a left-arm orthodox introduced in the attack.
What's clear from Sylhet strikers is that as long as Ronnie is there, try to remain positive. It allows the 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗃 a bit of time. It's already been there for 10 deliveries.
He's been in difficult situations early on in the tour of Caribbean. Come out with flying colours. So you would understand this situation of what his team requires from him and Ronnie T at this stage of the game. Really don't want to see them taking any unnecessary risk. Yes, open field, pretty open spaces on the onside. The single is on. And once in a while, if a ball is there, yes, you can pick up a boundary, but you don't want to get out. I think that is the key.
Angled in delivery. Fielders guarding the boundary on the onside.
Four singles in this over so far. Okay, because if you can pick up another single, that's fine.
A miss, but he's quick behind the stumps. Is Nurazan Chauhan. Qazi Suhail referring it upstairs.
We have a umpire review for stumping. I have checked the feet landing. It's a fair delivery. Can I have the side angle, please?
Yes, sir. Giving you.
Take the ball fairly. Okay, freeze the panel. Can you zoom on the feet? Can you move? Yeah. Your feet behind the crease. Satisfied? Feet in the ground when the bell's off. He's well inside. I'm satisfied with that. And my decision is
it is the Nexus Pay not out. That ends the ninth. And the Sylhet strikers are 71 for 3. Yeah, welcoming 2025 with the good news. The Economist Country of the Year Award 2024 has been given to Bangladesh. Just saw that lovely video. Portrayed all the struggles, people, the lovely people of the country, different walks of life, the different things they come across and go through. It certainly makes the country who we are.
Mahdi Hassan in the attack. So let's strike a 71 for 3. They still need 85 from 66. Rangpur Riders need wickets.
Connected well. There is protection in the deep. No need to try anything extravagant for the Sylhet strikers as of now. Again, the required rate well within reach. Goes through the fielder. No deep extra cover. Finds the gap. Does 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃
Sweet timing. Really sweet timing. Didn't try to hit it too hard. That's what he is capable of doing, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. He's a fine, fine player. He picks up the gap. A little bit wide. Didn't try to hit it too hard and knew that he was in business once it get past that fielder inside the circle on the offside. Beautifully played.
Understands his role very well. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 follows it up with a single. Trying to be cheeky was Ronnie T. Chauhan's asking for it. Asif Yaqub nods the head, confirms the foot was planted.
Yeah, they've already got 6. Now he's decided to go upstairs and have another look.
TV umpire to director. We have a umpire review for stumping. I have checked. It's a fair delivery. Can I have the side and angle? Move forward. Feet is grounded. I'm satisfied. When the belt is off, his feet is in the ground. I'm ready to make my decision.
Going to be Nexus Pay not out yet again. He's trying to outsmart the batter. It was Nur Hassan from behind the stumps. Oh, yorked him. He's jumped forward, has Nur Hassan. He's very agile. Taken the bails off with a reverse flick. Also hurt himself in the process, and Asif Yaqub is going upstairs again.
Fair delivery. Can I have the side angle, please? Okay, freeze there. Satisfied. Bat in his ground. So I'm made my decision.
Confirmation there. Nexus Pay not out. It was a good effort from Chauhan on the jump, reverse flick, no look.
Yeah, acrobatic. Excellent work. Good presence of mind because the ball got stuck there. It just stays there. I know that he was out of the crease and he backflips it. Really good effort from Nur Hassan Chauhan.
That too with the gloves on. Quick. They've interrupted quite a few occasions. Often see that brings a lapse in concentration. Didn't connect properly there, Ronnie Talukdar. That will end the over. Now halfway through the innings, Sylhet strikers are 78 for 3 with 78 more to get.
Well, they've got the 78 runs in the first 60. All they need to do is get 78 more in the remaining 60 deliveries that's available to them. Nicely poised this game between the Sylhet strikers and the Rangpur Riders. We're in for a treat. Maybe might go to the wire. Oh, tentative, not in control. Aerial for a bit. It's all happening out there, Maha.
Some turn and bounce for Kushdil. I have not seen that much when it comes to a wrist spinner. There you go. Not even a wrist spinner, even a finger spinner. But for the Sylhet strikers, they got to keep a calm head. They want to chase it down. Yeah, double R's is very simple. Pick up wickets to stay in the competition.
Absolutely. I think you're talking about being sensible in their venture towards that target. In Zakir Ali, they've got a player who's on song, who's had such a wonderful last few months. He'll be just happy to build up this partnership, already worth 36 of 33 balls without too much effort. Just hit the ball hard. Contain his attacking instincts somewhat, because there'll be lots of opportunity in the last 5 to go for that target if they can hold it together till then.
What the strikers don't want to do is to leave too much at the end. As I understand, when a bowler is bowling well, not to make too much risk, but at least a single. Ustin Shah, yes, he bowled really well yesterday as well. One of the heroes in the Double R's victory against Dhaka Capitals. It's got much more busy. That's 4 dot deliveries in that over. Just a single. 11 overs done, 79 for 3.
7.18 the current run rate, 8.56 the required one, which is gettable. I feel it's just a question how he approached the next part of the innings. Oh, he's backing away. The bowler tries to follow him. He waits for the ball to come on, and they amble the single.
The 2 left-arm spinners bowling in tandem against the 2 right-handers. Game plan is quite simple for the Rangpur Riders. Build up the dot deliveries somehow. Slowly but surely get that required rate close to 10 runs. At the moment 8.6, and that's where the batters will get panicked.
Well, they might be showing signs of that even now. After that single run in the previous over, there's a sort of, on second thought, he went for that attempted sweep, and the feet were all over the place, not in position at all.
We've seen in the past, pressure can do wonders for players. No matter how good you are, how big you are, pressure can be something that chasing sides will feel it. Look at these 6 dot deliveries by Jacquer Ali, who's the man in form at the moment. The last couple of deliveries is going for the ugly-𝗂𝗂𝗃 wicket against the turn.
Indeed, and that's the last thing he wants to do. Be a little sensible, milk the runs. There's opportunities all around the ground. Trying the big shots, is missing out. That's better. That's the way to go. Just rotate the strike. Release the pressure that you've allowed to be built on yourself. Just the 2 runs so far, a couple of deliveries left in the 12th over. Ronnie Talukdar has been quite comfy. 36 of 28. Every time he backs away, the bowler catches the eye of the bowler. The bowler follows his backward movement and cramps him for space. That's good thinking on the part of Rakibul. Backs away this time, does get a bit of bat to it. Only going to be a single into the deep. Another very, very good over. Just the 3 runs from it. After 12, 82 for 3. Well, look at the 2 worms at one point in time. They're sailing along quite smoothly, but the bowlers have done a grand job. And even a short pitch delivery, which was asking for trouble, has been missed by Ronnie Talukdar. Khushdil Shah, out of the match from the previous game. And he goes, and he's going to just find the fielder in the deep. Again, struggling to time the ball.
Left-arm spinner Rakibul finishes quota. 2 more overs of Khushdil Shah is available. Interesting to see whether Nurul Hassan will continue to bowl Khushdil Shah throughout his 4 overs, or rather 1 over left. Plenty of dot deliveries. The last 30 deliveries, only 19 runs been scored by Sylhet strikers. They're inviting pressure.
Oh, he's been trying to play that shot. That's the 3rd or 4th attempt in the last 2 overs, and he's not been able to get bat on ball.
The last 5 minutes or so, the required rate has jumped to 9.95. This is where the players will feel the heat. When I say players, the batters in the middle. It's a single.
Credit to the bowlers. They've kept their cool. They know that if they can have a string together about 3 or 4 good overs with the low run scoring, the pressure will be building mammothly, and they'll force the batters into shots of indiscretion. Take a chance, maybe get a wicket. It's the best way to stem the flow of runs. Backs away. Again, it's going to find the fielder in the deep. Another excellent over. Another 3 runs only of the 13th. 85 for 3. Mammoth's roll on the psyche of the batters. Something's got to give here, Maha.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's skipper, Nurul, maybe telling his truth. It's just a matter of picking up 1 wicket from here. Ronnie and Jacquer has been there for a while. In fact, 48 deliveries, just the 42 runs. More wicket from here. Maybe the floodgates might open. Saifuddin back into the attack. Bowled just a solitary over. Yeah, but that was the very first over of the innings. He's back into the attack.
And he bowls one of a fuller delivery and almost yorking him. gets the toe end of the bat.
Looking at the intent of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 in the last couple of overs, tell you what, Shamin Bhai, I have this feeling he's aiming big. Long on, mid-wicket, long off, these are his areas. Short third man drops back. I think the long off fielder will come to the circle. Yes, he does. Fasten your seatbelts. It's coming.
There he goes, but he misses. He's hurt himself. An appeal from Saifuddin, but that was deviating down the leg side. Oh, that can be painful.
That can be really painful. Screaming in pain. I know the feeling.
Yeah. The funny part is, if I can say that, except for the guy who gets hit, everyone around him has a smile on their face.
That's exactly what I said. I know the feeling because I've got it plenty of time in my playing days. Never a good feeling, Shamin Bhai. The after effects will be tomorrow morning.
He's just got to gather some time and gather his thoughts, and also what he's going to do. Gets his breath back, gets ready. Look at that stance. Back lift. It's like a baseball batter, isn't it?
Yeah, the higher it goes, the bat lift. He's aiming big. Saifuddin under pump. It's going to be either Yorker, slow ball, whatever it is. It's got to be outside the yaw stump.
Oh, that's short, and that's. I had a close look at that one. The umpire at square leg. Dr. Ali looking up inquiringly, saying that maybe it went over my head, but it was only one over the shoulder.
I thought it dipped in the last moment. It was a slow ball bounce as we expected. Probably 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 maybe have a case in that. Yeah, should have been called a wide.
Could have been. Got away with that. Mohammad Saifuddin gets him a dot ball. Doesn't make the requisite contact because it just squirts away from the inside part of the bat.
It almost feels like 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is trying to take the leather or the cover of the ball.
But he's got to make contact first.
The last 3 overs, that has been his downfall. Was well in control in the previous overs, and all of a sudden the pressure is on. It's a different story.
Well, the newlywed couple are the enthusiastic fans of the match, as we see an attempt to play over the top, lands safely. Oh, it's height. Now that's been given as a no ball. There's going to be a signal to follow from the umpire, and it's that dreaded signal for a bowler, the free hit.
A good call. One for the over was done a couple of deliveries before, and the umpires missed it. This occasion is well above his shoulder, near the helmet. Had to be called, and right so it's done. The last 15 deliveries, 11 dot deliveries bowled at 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Can he make amends with a maximum, changing the field as you can as a batter exchange for a single?
Yeah, he'll have a go, no question about that. Depends on what part of the bat he gets the ball on and where does it end up. And find out. Goes across. Turns into a Yorker. That is excellent bowling. That's a perfect ball to bowl for a free hit.
Tell you what, as a fast bowler, if you nail the Yorker, doesn't matter what speed you're bowling at. You can bowl at 130, 140, and the last delivery was only 124. If you nail the Yorker at the right length, it's very difficult for even a batter who has been batting well in the recent past. A perfect Yorker nailed.
He does get quite a bit of bat on that. It's racing away. There's a fielder coming around. That is excellent work. Commitment from Iftikhar, and restricts them to just the 2 runs. 6 from that over, 91 for 3. The dip of the green worm continues. Almost neck and neck now with the worm of the Rangpur Riders. Still, it could be anyone's game. 7 wickets in hand. 65 from 36. Required run rate 10.83. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 has been top class and he has struck again. Across the line, this time Ronnie Talukdar threw his shots a little too early. Ball did not arrive. When it did, it went and hit timber.
Times last boundary is 30 deliveries. They had to go. Ask me, Shamin Bhai, the right option was taken. Probably not. Down the ground rather than slugging would have been a better option because the ball was bowled much slower by Kustil-Shah. He mentioned before, pressure can do wonders. And we saw the man who was batting well, Ronnie Talukdar, for a heave, gone for 41. Strikers 91 for 4.
Skipper comes in at a time of stress for his team, the Sylhet Strikers. Now having a lot of issues, a lot of things to think about. He's got the 1,004 runs, but this is going to be a crucial match for him.
Ugly hoik. Castles his middle stump. Kustil-Shah has been a revelation. Runs, wickets yesterday. Oh, brilliant today on the trot, bowling his 4th over, just given away 8 runs and picked up a big wicket of Talukdar. Oh, turn. That was brilliantly bowled, slowing it up, squared the batsman up, and an easy stumping for the skipper of the 𝗶𝗃𝗃.
Wow, what about that? Drew him forward, and the ball is gripping now. This prodigious turn. What a super delivery. 2 and 2 from 𝗂𝗃𝗃. What another look. Pensive supporters of Sylhet, but this is how he foxed him. Drew him forward, beat the bat. Simple for Nurul Hasan Sohan to whip off the bails, and they are over the moon. They feel they've got the game under control. There's the skipper who doesn't bother the scorers. Ariful Haq goes for duck, and it's 91 for 5. Samiullah Shinwari comes in to face the hat-trick ball. This is the reason why he is there.
Beautiful ball, slowing it down, big turn, easy stumping by Nurul Hasan. The hat-trick ball, where is the slip?
Can he conjure up something? Oh, he has! I think he's done well. He's got the hat-trick. Up goes the finger. He went back, the batter, little confused as to what happened. Struck the thigh. He
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is given out. I repeat, out. I have checked the feet landing. It's a fair delivery. Can I have the front on first? Yeah, it's a gap between ball and bat, but for confirmation, can I have the ultra ace?
Here it is.
Move forward. Flat line when ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can I have the ball tracking, please?
Here it is. Good.
Original decision is out. Pitch in line. Impact in line. Wicket missing. Back on to
wow, relief,
umpire.
but disappointment for
Asif,
𝗂𝗃𝗃.
you need to
He has to
change your
reverse his
decision. You are on
decision.
screen.
So missed out on the hat-trick, but that was a close call.
The bounce was the party spoiler. Could have been the 9th hat-trick in BPL history. Unlucky Kustil-Shah. Brilliant delivery, first ball, but Shinwari faced.
Yeah, and the one before, which Ariful faced. Hitting the ball to grip and relief for him. Reversing. Did it get a bit of bat? There's an appeal from Coach Dill, understandably excited over everything is conjuring up.
Yeah, required rate at 11.82. Slowly but surely, the spinners and the fast bowlers both doing their job. They're thinking of going upstairs, and they go upstairs for the LBW edition.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision given not out. I have checked the feet landing. It's a fair delivery. Can I have the front on view first?
Stand by, sir. I've got ground level at this stage. Then we have ground level.
Okay, let's hit the...
Hey, right, this might be better.
Yes. Yes. It appears it hit the gloves for confirmation. Can I have the ball ultra edge, please?
Stand by, sir. Here it is.
Yep. Okay, move forward. It's spikes there. Move forward, move forward. Yeah, it's hit the gloves. It's hit the gloves. Satisfied. Back onto the umpire on field. Stay with your original decision, Asif.
2 reviews, 2 going the other way. Another one. Unbelievable.
Even Kustil Shah has a smile on his face. Oh, is it all happening? Required rate climbing to 12.39. Rangpur Riders won their first game yesterday. They are on a roll. This is what good team do. Had the opportunity to put the pressure. They won't let it go.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 has not been allowed to play his free-flowing shots. Just a single run. Couple of wickets in that over from Coach Dil Shah. After 15, it's 93 for 5.
Yeah, they've really dried the runs out. Have the Rangpur Riders for Sylhet strikers. Only 15 runs in the last 30 balls. As a result of that, required rate is above 12. Nahid Rana goes straight downtown. It is a maximum, greeted by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
While he's at the wicket, the game is still very much alive. Yes, he's not striking it at a runner ball. He's even underneath the runner ball, but he's so dangerous. I mean, this is not just of a medium pacer. This is of Nahid Rana.
Your colleague mentioned he was looking forward to the contest between Nahid Rana and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. I think it is on, and so is the game. Game on from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Enjoy space. Something which Rana offers in abundance. Top edge. Got him bowled. Yes! He's got the wicket, and look at him celebrate.
That's what pace does. That's what the extra pace does. He runs in with a ball. It's not a new ball anymore, but he generates speed through the air, pace off the pitch, and he beats 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 for pace. It hits high up on the bat. It's an easy catch. What a find this man is. What a talent. This might be it. It might be it for the strikers as 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 goes for 24. It's 99 for 6.
New batter in is Tanzim Hassan Saqib. Hit a few, but not really known for his batting. The career strike rate of 106. But he's up against this speedster. Bat to ball. Coming back for the second. Towards Rana. He managed the second. He's so exciting to watch. He's matured in quick time, has Rana.
Gee, I must admit, I saw Tuscan Ahmed bowl and I saw Shorturl Islam bowl. I thought, well, there it is. That's the new ball taken care of for Bangladesh for many years to come. And then all of a sudden, this fella shows up. Now what? Who would have thought that Bangladesh would have problems selecting a fast bowling unit? Chance in the deep, should be taken, oh no! No, they've been so good in the field. And that one goes down.
It does. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 on this occasion, but straight away what I like is from the middle, Nahid Rana with a thumbs up.
Yeah, you can give a thumbs up when the opposition need 12.5 to the over, but if they needed 3 and over, there would be no thumbs up. That has to be taken. If you want to be in the shake-up, come February the 7th, these need to be taken.
Ain't a miss. But it's a good headache to have. You have so much options in terms of seam bowling.
Oh no, we're off the subject of the BPL and onto the national team, but it just makes Bangladesh a more dangerous team away from home, because all of a sudden when teams like South Africa or England or Australia prepare fast bouncy wickets, they're going to have to deal with some pace themselves now when Bangladesh arrive on their shores.
Yeah. Batsman falls over, wide signaled, and as well it's one for the over. But then also, having said all of this, HD, I think it's also good for the batters. It's not in literal sense, of course. They wouldn't enjoy the music coming in so fast to them, but all these years the batters, they were not really used to facing someone so quick back at home.
Yep, that's it. Preparation for the batters when they come across other international fast bowlers. 100%. Now it's like another example is how bowlers struggle to bowl to left-handers when they don't practice against left-handers because their team is full of right-handers. It's exactly the same thing. Is you can prepare all you want with throwdowns and sidearms, but not unless you play against the real thing. Do you know what it's like to be in the heat of the kitchen?
They've used him well, have the Rongpur Riders. They needed a wicket. He comes in and gets 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 on it. Gone for 11 in this over, 104 for 6. Over. Saifuddin in for his 3rd over. He's improved so much going back to Nahid Rana. Such a short span of time. One of the wicket-taking deliveries was in the slot, the other one in the length. Is the pace that rises up on the batter. The 3rd one was through a short delivery, which surely troubled 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Hurried onto him.
Tumnoy, there's no points for coming second, so they got to get going here. Nearly 13.5 to the over. They need boundaries. You get bowled out, you get bowled out, but you got to swing, you got to have a go at it.
Absolutely. With you on that. Not much to lose. Sylhet strikers got to go. Lower delivery. Takes it on. Long on. Initially misjudged it, but well adjusted by Alex Hales. And he celebrates that one with the crowd and then with the team.
Gotta love what Hales does here. When the ball goes in the air, he backpedals almost to just get a feel of where the boundary is. And then he realizes, no, this is going to fall well inside of the boundary. Then he just takes the couple of steps in and holds on to the catch. But the awareness of the player to know where the boundary is in case. Good catch. Simple catch in the end. Parrish is in the cause. You can understand the stroke. Tanzim Hassan Saqib goes for 3. 107 for 7.
Saifuddin to the new batter. Nihad-ul-Zaman is off the mark. We're having a look at the catch. Made it look easy. Alex Hales wasn't as easy as it looked.
Difficult for us to see this from angle, but how he actually backpedaled, and just with his heels he got near the boundary rope, and then when he realized no, it's going to be well inside, he just strode in and helped himself to a catch.
For the viewers, he's feeling the boundary ropes right in front of us. Ball rose up in the sky. We saw the movement. Yeah. Skills and experience in place. Top edge again. A good catch, Nahid Rana into the act. Dives forward, and Nihad-ul-Zaman is the next batter to go.
He's an athlete as well. Excellent with the ball and asked to do a job in the field as well for Saifuddin, who's whacked that one in again. Rushes. Sprawling catch. Bar the occasional blip in the field, I think Rangpur have been really, really good with ball in hand. Goes for 1. Sylhet now 109 for 8.
The one speedster is in with the bat in hand. 𝗲𝗏𝗃𝗍. 2 more wickets to go for the Sylhet strikers. It's Nahid Rana back in action. Playing a miss. They've used him well. They've used him in the middle overs. Whenever they felt that they need wickets, they've called on for Nahid Rana.
And this one with Saifuddin was a little bit of extra. Bent his back. I agree with you. And I like that from a captain. Nurul Hassani's done a good job with regard to when you see an opportunity to win a game, go for it. Don't just let the match play out and say, well, he bowls here and he bowls here and then he'll bowl at the back end. Go for the jugular.
I've heard of, players and captains and teams, fixing the roles in terms of who's going to bowl when before the innings starts. I'm not really sure how that plays out in intense situations.
Yeah, I must admit, it's always something that I've been a bit confused about when you hear players saying, I want a clear, defined role. Because I don't think the game of cricket can be played like that. The game is forever changing.
In the air, falls safe.
The game is forever changing. There are times if you bat at number 4 where you could walk in at 0 for 2. There's times when you can walk in at 60 for 2 and the team's going at 12 and over and you need to try and maintain that momentum. I think if you're a player, if you're going to be a really good player, a great player, You need to be able to adapt to all types of situations, same as a bowler. If you're a new ball bowler, or then you bowl right at the death, maybe the captain says, well, I need to bring you back because I need the big player out in the middle period. And that's what Nurul Hassan has done today with Naeed Rana. He said, I need you to come back. I need you to knock over Zakir.
Inside edge. Lucky for the batter, it did not go on to hit the stumps, but spot on with what you're saying and completely agree with you on that. I think Chauhan has marshaled his troops quite smartly. Mickey Arthur, Mohammad Ashraful and company would be quite happy. I think a lot of the credit goes to that GSL T20 win as well.
Right, she's saying, game's nearly done. Where are we meeting? It's New Year's Eve.
What's your plans, HD? Just a few more hours to go.
I need bed.
I think, going back to playing situations, I think it's the same for our job. At times, it's quite intense. Provide the excitement. At times, yeah, just play along with the situation. Again, with a few more hours to go. New Year coming ahead. Rana, I'm sure 2024 has been a good one for him. Augurs well for Bangladesh cricket. 3 for 27. In the air, could get another one. 4 for confirmed. Easy peasy for Saif Hassan at point. 9th one down for Sylhet strikers.
So difficult really for the tail enders to cope with this. His speeds haven't dropped, unless he's bowled a slower ball, of course, but otherwise he's been consistently over 140 kilometers an hour. Now that is serious heat. He accounts for Shinwari, who goes for 8. They 1 away here now as the strikers are 1-1-1 for 9.
One more wicket. What they're looking for are the double R's. Done well as the captain. Saifuddin too has bowled quite well. Yeah, was aiming for the stumps, was looking for the Yorker.
You're talking a little bit about New Year's Eve and the celebrations that will go around the globe. Quite sure what happens here. Saifuddin looks for the Yorker, appeals for the LBW, but it's a big inside edge. Sportsmen and women around the world never really get the opportunity to celebrate these occasions because they're working. And I know that so often, as I'm sure you've been told, I've certainly been told, is... Let's look at this last wicket again to give Rana his 4th. Very impressive outing for the young man. You always hear people say, oh, you got a nice job, you've got a cushy job. You think about the people behind these pictures. The cameramen, the engineers, the EVS operators, directors, producers. Is that over this period, over the holiday period, this is the time that people are hard at work.
Absolutely. A lot that goes on behind production such as this. A lot of people traveling, like you, away from friends and family. And it's the weekends which attracts the eyeballs in as well. It's when, yeah, these are the people. Some of them at least. Show us on the camera. Opportunity, last few hours of the year, to show them on screen. You work on the weekends, you entertain. Hence, I think the importance is, entertainers of the entertainers.
Players away from their loved ones. Right. Wicket needed here for the Riders to go 2 from 2.
Got hold of that one, Al-Amin. Two fielders converging. Again, falls quite short.
It's a great start though, isn't it? If you go 2 from 2, it just eases a little bit of pressure on you. You know, you want to get that first win under the belt. I know it's a double round, so there is a lot of cricket ahead here, but you almost count that number. You almost have a number in your mind and you think, well, right, 5 or 6 wins will get us in. Will get us into those playoffs, those top 4 positions.
Goes for the direct hit. Does Nahid Rana. Single to end the over. 3 runs of this one. 114 for 9. Yeah, out of the equation, really. Last over. Unless there are no balls and wides, a mere formality. Beaten 47 by Iftikhar, 41 by Nurul, handy 21 by Khushdil, and Nahid Rana with the 4 for 2 wickets for Khushdil again. Saifuddin 2 for 18. Team effort. End the year on a high. It's just the beginning of the Das Bangla Bank Bangladesh Premier League, powered by Rocket, co-sponsor 𝗃𝗃𝗃. They'll be happy. Enjoy yourselves. Then time to refocus. Kamrul Samrabbi. After the slow delivery.
We've waxed lyrical about Nahid Rana and we've mentioned Iftikhar and Khushdil. But for me, one of the stars of the show, or Nur Hassan, I think when he walked to the wicket, they weren't really going anywhere. I know there was a rebuilding phase taking place, but he scored at nearly 200. His 40 was a really top innings.
Really am fond of the way he goes about things as a captain. A brave player. Nur Hassan Chauhan.
I've said to you, I like him as a leader. I quite like the fact that he wears his heart on his sleeve, but it is probably something that he needs to improve a little bit, because sometimes he can be so animated, he gives it all away to his teammates, how he's feeling.
Oh! Wasn't the easiest, but by his own standards, I think he knows he wanted to take it, but yeah, it's getting quite chilly. Might have just got a cramp. Nur Hassan Chauhan.
The moral of the story is we must not wax lyrical about any player, because then they drop catches. No, he's had a good night.
Didn't want to mention the C word. Not a big fan of that.
He hurt himself a little bit earlier in the day. His leg, and I think he's just landed on that again. He'll be okay.
Probably just try and get through 2 deliveries after this. But again, I think the team management, referring to Rangpur Riders, they'd be quite happy. 2 out of 2, as you mentioned. Still quite a few matches to follow.
Day off tomorrow. I don't want to be the coach that says, fellas, we're off to practice. And there'll be a coach that says that, and he will be very unpopular. As long as our coach sitting behind us here, our producer, doesn't say, listen, we're going to have a little practice session. Curtis Camphor, young man from Ireland, the all-rounder, not getting a game today.
Nothing yet. Hope you weren't one of those coaches, HD. 1 more delivery to go. Yorker in. Digs it out. They'll be happy with the single. It makes it 7 of the final over. The Sylhet Strikers reach 121 for 9. Rongpur Riders win the second match. Consecutive wins for them. This win is by 34 runs.
And they can take great confidence going forward in this competition, the Rangpur Riders, their management, their fans, the entire squad, because it's not really been an individual standout effort that has led to their 2 victories. It's been a really good team performance. Every single player has contributed in some way. Today, some runs from their captain, some runs from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 again to follow the runs that he scored in the opening game, and then really led beautifully by Nahid Rana with the ball. He's an exciting prospect for Bangladesh. Can we still call him a prospect? He's already in the national side, and he ran in bold with great speed, great control, and he knocked over all the big players that the Sylhet Strikers had to offer. Wouldn't be surprised if he's in the shake-up for the player of the match with his 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. But altogether, a very professional performance by the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
They'd be very, very content. Shows in the camp, very professional. The Strikers almost there, but quite not so much. And one of the players that made the difference was this man on the screen. As I've learned about him, the hard-working fellow, quite the character in the camp. Yeah, they'd be quite happy. The Rongpur Riders side, Sylhet Strikers quite not so much. Ronnie Talukdar runs at the top, 41 of 36. Zakir was got rid of by Nahid, but was looking good before that for his 18. Zakir Ali took a bit of time, but things were made difficult for him. The rest, not of much significance in this batting card.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we see a couple of changes to that batting lineup as the tournament continues, because they've got a number of openers that are in that lineup. Really good performance with ball in hand. Nahid Rana, 4 for 27, without a shadow of a doubt, the pick of them. Rakibul bowled nicely, but went wicketless. And Saifuddin, a little bit of an unsung hero, really, the all-rounder, 2 for 18 in his 4.
Rangpur winning the toss, deciding to have a bat first. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, 47 not out of 42. Quick runs from the captain himself, 41 of 24 deliveries, and a cameo from Kuzdil helped them put 155, 2 for 27 for Tanzim, 2 for 31 for Alamin, and in response, the batting was limited. Thanks to Nahid, Kuzdil and Saifuddin, it's been a complete team effort by the Rangpur Riders as they win their second match by 34 runs in this Does Bangla Bank BPL T20 powered by Rocket and Nexus Pay.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃.com.